Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Jessica, and today it is Franken Friday. It's time to do some frankening. I do have some repressing to do in here, but then I am going to franken a shade for my eyebrows. I have been saying that I was going to do it for a week or two, and I just haven't had a chance. And it is time. It is time, and let's do this. This is my Mange palette. I just might pan that palette. Hopefully there's not too many spoilers in here, but let's do this. It doesn't flip down super well, so we're just going to prop it up like this. And I am going to repress Dusty. I'm going to repress Sunset. And I think I'm going to franken an eyebrow shade right into this palette. I can put it in any one of these empties. Probably going to put it up here in the corner for Creamy because that was not in here at the beginning of my Pan That palette, so that's kind of like a non-issue there. And we're going to see what we're going to do. I might get wild and crazy and franken some other things, but repress first, create the brow shade, and then we'll see what else we want to do with this palette. I feel like I might want to do something with like one of these two shades, though I'm not sure what. I'm just not in love with them. And a lot of these shades pull very similar on my eyes. This one, it looks beautiful in the pan. It looks like a beautiful pink, but it does not look that way on my skin. And of course, I can't get my finger in there. It looks so pretty like this, but when I put it on my eyes, it pulls really warm on me for some reason. I don't know why, and that makes me sad. I almost want to franken it so that it has more pink tones in it, like it looks visually and on my hands. So I'm not sure why it pulls so warm on my eyes, but it does. So first, let's repress Dusty. I'm gonna wipe this off of my hand real quick and put some alcohol in there. I don't think I'm gonna franken this one today. I'm just gonna repress that. I'm gonna do both of these. Some alcohol in here so those can soften up, press those out, and then we will get our frankening going. Let me push my alcohol off to the side there. I am just going to start bringing these out towards the center, and this shouldn't take very long to do the repress. And just like that, those two are repressed. It looks so nice. I kind of want to repress others just for the sake of repressing, but I won't do that yet. I will wait till they get a little bit more used up. And I think, what shade do I want to do for my brows? This one might be too dark. It's definitely too warm, but decisions. I think I'm going to go with, let's go with cashmere. I'm just going to take a little bit of cashmere and put it in this little bowl here. And I have some other stuff that I can put in with this. This is a shade I haven't really been using anyway, so I might as well get some use on it. It is very red leaning, and you will see why I chose this one in a minute. All right, I'm going to put this off to the side. Sorry about my big old arm in the way. Let me move that over here. Then we are going to pull out, the reason why I chose a red-based eyeshadow is this bad boy right here, because all I have left are the greens. That is what is left in here. So I am going to go with Decisions. Let's go with this like Kelly green and see what that looks like. This could be a complete and utter disaster. I don't know. I'm really flying by the seat of my pants here with this one. And yeah, it could get ugly real fast. So I apologize for the glass sounds. I'm a little uncoordinated with trying to hold this big palette. All right, let's see what happens. I'm just gonna mix this up for a little bit and go from there. I'm gonna get my little spatula thingy out that I like to mix with, if I can find it. I am not sure what I did with my spatula. It has disappeared. I don't know. I'm going to use my old beat up one. We'll see what that one does. Not going to lie, that looks still way too warm. So I'm going to have to add something else in there. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, look, it's green. That is crazy because it looks warm here, but it swatches green. Good, googly moogly. You know what I'm going to do? Because sometimes when you put the alcohol in it, it really changes the dynamic. So let's see what it looks like mixed up, because that's frightening. See, this is why I just like play, because you just don't even know what's going to happen. Oh yeah, it's still very green. Oh my God, that's a pretty color though. It's not an eyebrow shade, but that's a really pretty color. But that's not what I'm looking for. Let me wipe that off. I can't even, it's not even coming off. There's too much on me. Now that I have created this monstrosity and I've wiped my hand off, let's just put the rest of cashmere in because, yeah, that's craziness. I'm just going to put all of this in. I'm going to hit it with the alcohol and see what happens. Look at this. That magnet right there is holding all of the product. Crazy. Do you ever just have one of those days where, like, everything just seems weird? Like, not bad, just weird. That's the kind of day I'm having today. And I'll clean the rest of that out. Or I could repress in there. Let's just see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen here. Your guess is as good as mine as to how this is going to turn out. It could be just an ugly mess. It might not turn into an eyebrow shade, and I might just make something that I have to wear as an eyeshadow, which I'm okay with too. I don't know what this color is, but it is definitely not a brow shade. I might have to go back to the drawing board for the brows, because this ain't it. Alright, let's see what it looks like. It's a little thick. What the heck? That's actually getting closer to a brow shade. It's dark, though. That's a little too dark. So they look nothing alike. Am I crazy in thinking that this looks really like brown and this doesn't? This is crazy pants right here. I need to tame this a little bit. It needs to be lighter because that's too dark. But what do I put with it? Good question. I do not know the answer. Let me see what I have in my drawers and stuff like that, and I will be right back. All right, I have some old, this was a blush container, but this is just some old powder that I had, and I'm going to put some of that in here and see what happens with that. Maybe that'll tone it down just a little bit. I know y'all screaming at the screen saying, stop, don't put so much in. I'm crazy pants today. What can I say? All right, let's mix this up, see what the heck is going to happen in here. The moment of truth. Good grief, it still looks dark. And you can still see the green pulling through. What am I going to put in there? Let me think about this for a second. I'll be right back. Look, I found my real spatula. It makes me happy because the other one was just kind of making a mess. I tried to clean that up just a little bit. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put more of this in. It's going to lighten it, and maybe with this I can mix it better, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, if I have to use this as an eyeshadow, not the end of the world. It's stuff I got to use up anyway. If I can make a better color, I'm okay with that. Even if I can't use it on my eyebrows. All right, let's test this again. It's probably going to be scary. It's definitely looking a little bit more brown. And it's always hard to tell when it is wet. It's almost looking a little gray, which is fine because I do have a lot of natural ash in my hair. I don't know if that's exactly the color I'm looking for. I don't know. It's so weird. It looks nothing like that. This is crazy. All right, I'm just going to put it in here. We'll see what it looks like when it is fully dry. I will put this in my makeup basket so that I can swatch it for you guys once it's dry, because this will take a little bit. I'm really sad that I don't have a brow shade, and that is probably just not going to be it. All right, so cashmere is going to look very different from my update. I'm going to see how much will fit in here. I definitely can't get all of it in, but we'll get what we can and try not to make a mess, which, you know, it seems like it's going to be a messy day. Look, it's trying to escape. Get back in there. I'm just a mess today. I've been watching like reels and stuff like that, and I don't know, my brain has just flown the coop for the day. That is just not cleaning up pretty. I'm going to use my microfiber and see if that will work. Nope, I'm going to clean this up after we're all said and done. I'm going to pull the alcohol out and do it that way, because this is just not pretty. Thank God for fingernails, right? It's kind of cleaning a little bit up. It ain't pretty, but it's done. Now I need to figure out what to do with what is left in here. Do I just want to press it into another pan, or do I want to play around with it some more and see if I can make something usable out of it? Because that's kind of crazy. Let me just get all of this off of here, and then I will figure out what the heck I'm doing. I wish this was live and you guys could tell me what you're thinking, but alas, that is not the case. So let me shut the camera off for a few minutes, clean up this mess, and I will figure out what I'm doing. All right, this is what we've got left. It's not a ton. I tried to scrape most of it down here towards the bottom. And I don't know if we're just going to go from bad to worse. I don't know. I'm going to just wing it and we're just see what happens. Sometimes that's just the way Frankening goes. I want it lighter. I definitely want it lighter. And yeah, I'm just going to put some light purple in there, see what happens. Again, it could be going from bad to worse. And the only way you learn how to do things is if you just do them. Yeah, there's probably some technical stuff behind all this. I'm just gonna do it. It's crazy. I'm in one of those crazy moods, so let's do crazy. Let's mix it up, see what we get. That's an interesting color. It's like gray and green and I don't know what. It's odd. I just don't even know what to do with this mess right now. We're going to lighten it up even more. That's what we're going to do to this mess. I'm going to pull my powder out again. Put a little bit more in here. Lighten it. I might even have some white that I can do. I'm going to fill up a whole nother pan. It's okay. It's okay. We got to do what we got to do. Let's just mix this around. Let me get that white out. All right, there it is. There's the white. Let's put a little bit of that in there. I'm not going to put the whole thing. I want to lighten it, but I don't want to go super crazy. Let's put that off to the side. Toss a little more alcohol in here and hope for the best. That is just the weirdest color. I'm just going to put it in the pan and let it dry, and I will show you guys what it looks like on my makeup basket day, because this is, I think it's getting worse. So I'm just going to call it on this one. Who knows what it's going to look like when it's dry. It could be like the coolest shade. It could be really awful. Let me get all this off the back, and then I will press it all in here. All right, there it is. That's where I'm going to call it for the night. I'm going to clean this mess up. I'm going to clean myself up here. I'm going to clean my desk up, all my utensils, and we'll see what this looks like on Monday, because right now it just looks like a hot mess. And, you know, sometimes that's just the way it goes with Franken Friday. But at least the represses look good. Who knows? Maybe these will look good on Monday once they dry. I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see. Like I said, I am calling it for the night because clearly things are not going well here. At least they don't appear to be going well. So I'm going to stop while I'm behind and not make myself even more behind. All right. Thank you for hanging out with me on this crazy Franken Friday, mad scientist, hot mess kind of day. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.